Hey guys, this is Red Silvers and welcome back to Let's Play Mega Man 3. Today we are going to the Doc Robot Needleman stage. And I just spoiled what his name is because they don't tell you here, but then they don't actually tell you in the game. So if you're new to Mega Man 3, what's going on is that these second group of 4 stages each have bosses from Mega Man 2. But they're much harder than they were in Mega Man 2. So Needleman stage here will have 2 of the robots from Mega Man 2, which are Airman and I believe Crashman. And I just want to check something here. Okay, I am on my last life, so I'm probably going to suicide. That's not the rush coil. I'm probably going to suicide because there's no way I'm going to take on both of the masters on this life. But I'm not going to do it right away, and I'll show you why coming up here. And I'm kind of just, knowing that I'm going to kill myself anyway, I'm kind of not even worried about the damage I'm taking. And there's actually a life there, but I'm going to ignore it. And they're pretty big about forcing you to use your tools. And that's why I don't want to suicide right away. And that way I have another E-Tank on file. And what the hey, I will actually put up a decent fight against Doc Robot Airman here. Now, what's interesting to note is that each of the Doc robots have 2 weaknesses. So here we have Airman. And his weaknesses are the Magnet Missile and the Spark Shot. And the trickiest part is that he does a lot more damage. That's not working out too well either. Well, we'll do a better try here going through the next match. And these refights are pretty much designed to milk your resources. Use up the E-Tanks that you've painstakingly gathered. And do some resource management. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with a challenge. Now, yesterday the Mega Man 3 race that I was in came out. And that was actually recorded long before I started this LP. And I did fairly terrible there. But that's okay. So if you want to see me totally fail at this game instead of just kinda failing, then you can watch that. In the meantime, what they're doing here is they're trying to make you use up your rush jet to get that one up. And I'm not going to do that, and I'll show you why. Assuming that I get through our buddy Zombie Airman here. I don't think you can make that without the rush coil. And that way I used up less of the rush jet than I would have trying to get both items. And I will take that big health pickup because why not? Alright, so as I mentioned, Zombie Airman here has 2 weaknesses, the Magnet Missile and the Spark Shock. for whatever reason, these tornadoes are a pain to dodge. And I found the best method that I've had is to just kind of wait till he gets on the other side of you and then just rapid fire him. Now I think there's actually going to be a big... No, that's an energy pickup. And that is a troll energy pickup because if you die, you're going to pick it up anyway. So I might as well get it now. And the irony there is that if you die, you probably really, really wanted to get that energy for your rush jet. Here they're going, and here's the obligatory use your rush jet a ton moment. Now by jumping like this, you actually use up less energy. And you'll notice that I bypassed an energy pickup a moment ago. And the reason for that is because if I die, I'm going to want some of these energy pickups. So saving some of it, it's just good resource management. Come on, Rush. Don't be lazy. Let's see if I regret this. That good old NES sprite flicker. In fact, in the race, I actually got to this platform and then died right before reaching the ladder, so it can be quite tragic. And we'll fill that up the rest of the way. And you can probably make this jump without, but I am feeling cautious. Now, this has been pretty much a fairly simple process until now. Now we're getting a giant Met, and his weaknesses are the Hard Knuckle and the Gemini Laser, but they're both really hard to hit him with. So, aside from that first volley there, I wanted to break out the Shadow Blade, which can hit diagonally and is a lot easier to hit with. In fact, I bet it'd be a lot easier right now, too. And take a free health pickup, why not? In fact, the Shadow Blade pretty much wrecks this area. Although we will pull out some Gemini for the second Big Met. And I'll take a free pickup. So the way that the midpoints work in this stage is that you have to beat the first Robot Master to get to the midway point, which was Airman. If you die to Airman, you go right back to the very beginning of the stage. The second Robot Master, you can start back at this area just like you would the boss of the other stages. So now we have Crashman, and I believe his two weaknesses are the Hard Knuckle and the Top Spin. And I'm not going to be top spinning him. And I don't think that he uses the same exact pattern that he did in Mega Man 2, where he was reactionary to you. But with that, we have Crashman and Airman down. We don't get weapons from them, which means we also don't get to hear the cool weapon clear music. And we have a new red dot on our password screen at the B2 slot. Just like the Robot Master passwords, when you get a certain grouped pair, then the dot will turn blue. But until then, there's 3 stages left and 6 robots from Mega Man 2 to fight. The stages we have left are Spark Man, Gemini Man, and Shadow Man. But I think Needle Man's is pretty much the worst of the bunch in terms of the boss fights, but maybe not. Seems like that went fairly pain-free. So we'll see how it goes. But until then, which stage am I going to do? It's up to you guys, so let me know. In the meantime, this is Red Silvers. You have yourself a good night.